Terrible, terrible headlines. They're so bad, you guys. The stories are actually not that bad, but the headlines, oh, they're just the worst. Joining me to discuss some of the dumbest, silliest, most dishonest headlines of the week is Randy Kirk from the Randy Kirk channel. Check him out. He does some pretty good work over there, and a whole lot of it, even when he's on vacation. Take some rest, my friend. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futurasa.
By the way, I've been to Toronto and Montreal and Philadelphia, and now I'm in the great state of Maine. Everywhere you go, there are Teslas. But in particular, I noticed in Toronto and Montreal, lots, not just a few. I mean, bunches of them. Maine,
Wow.
not quite so many. Although bed and breakfast that I stayed in, the owner had a 2014 Model S.
Wow. That's makes me think that they bought their bed and breakfast in 2015. So that's fun. I would like to say that it's great to see that kind of support in the community and all that. And if you want to support me, there are ways to support the channel on Patreon, YouTube, or X. It all helps because YouTube famously doesn't pay all that well. Hey, Randy,
Yes.
here's a fun fact. Did you know that Tesla plans to charge some Model Y owners to unlock more range?
I do. What a
What
concept,
what a way to phrase it.
man.
What a way to phrase it. What do you know about this story?
Well, I saw it the other day, and the Model Y. He's got some potential. Tesla has potential to unlock range that's hidden in the car. I don't know whether this was like because they have more batteries that were in there that they need to turn on, or whether they've just since then come up with methodologies for making it more efficient, and so they're going to charge to get more. So, what would happen if you had any piece of equipment and you wanted to get more, so an added accessory or an added piece or something new that wasn't available when you bought it? You would get charged for it. Tesla famously gives us massive numbers of updates for free, but this is way bigger than just an update.
It's so silly. You remember there were software locked battery packs. The idea was when Tesla was making a medium range Model 3 back in the day, and before that, even some of the Models S and X, rather than build 6 different battery packs, they built 2 battery packs, and they would give you the larger one and then just software limit it. And we saw when there was like hurricane evacuation, somebody tweeted out saying, boy, I sure wish I'd had that longer range. It'd be nice if Tesla could over the air turn it on temporarily. And Elon said, yes, it's done.
Yeah.
It is done. Everyone has their full capacity for the next 2 weeks or whatever.
Mhm.
So what happened was they were selling standard range Model Ys and just putting the long range pack in it.
Hmm.
And so now they're saying, you know what? All the ones we built over the past few months have the battery pack. They have the long range battery pack. We just software limited it to allow buyers the opportunity to get into a vehicle at a price they could afford. If you'd like to unlock that range, you pay $1,500 to $2,000, depending on which battery pack you have, and you get that range.
Yeah.
What do you think the price difference is versus if you just bought it in the first place?
Oh, huh. I hadn't contemplated that. So you're going to have to amuse me with the answer.
It is the same.
Oh,
So are you going to be bitter over the fact that you bought the car you wanted, you got at the price you wanted, and got the range you wanted? If you're happy with that, don't upgrade. If you have remorse and wish, man, I really wish I had spent the extra $1,500 to get that extra range, you can.
yeah.
By all means, do that.
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted an upgraded tire, I don't, I have to pay for an upgraded tire. I don't understand the confusion here. The confusion to me would be when you get it for free, which is what Tesla does every single month. We get these upgrades for free.
So crazy. Any other car I've ever bought, if I wanted features it didn't have, tough luck. Tough luck. My Nissan did not have blind spot indicators.
Yeah.
It did not have side mirror defrosters. Now, I
Yeah.
only needed those a few times a year, but I did need them. And the blind spot indicators, why would you paywall safety? If those
Yeah.
had just been on there, I would have paid to upgrade, but
Right.
they're not because, well, since we're speaking about terrible headlines, here's a fun one for you. This is definitely not biased in any way. Nantucket newspaper trolls local Tesla Cybertruck owner for wreaking havoc on Tony Island. Do they
Is
mean
that a
Tiny Island or Tony Island?
Does that mean it's a Tony place? Like it's, very cool. It has, it's got tone.
It
I mean,
means forget about it.
that's what it means. I don't know. So,
New
so many
York Post.
possibilities. My wife's name is Tony, so maybe it's her island. I don't know.
It
But she
is,
does have
yeah,
an
but
I.
it's lowercase. It's more of a Tony
Uh,
than Tony.
Tony.
So,
Yeah.
of course, this is big news. This is in the New York Post. What
Oh,
kind of havoc could we possibly be talking about?
oh no.
Well, here's the lack of bias right out of the gate. The clunky silver electronic personal vehicle, which retails for up to 101,985. Incorrect. It's actually more like
Incorrect. Yes.
131,985. Has been creating issues ever since it's driven off the ferry. Creating issues. Well, look right here. They parked in a crosswalk, right?
Oh no.
But it's the off season. There's no one there, and that
Oh,
doesn't really look like a crosswalk. Isn't everywhere a crosswalk during the off season? Is this the news where
I don't know.
the
Hmm.
space age looking vehicle, which has been dubbed an eyesore by critics,
Oh,
of course, hours after the large vehicle made an appearance, it got stuck in the sand. Look at that. It's stuck in the sand.
oh
It's
no.
it's wreaking havoc on our sand, Randy.
Oh man. In this Tony place.
Okay, now that is jerk parking. That is
Um,
okay. I can agree with that part, but
yeah.
this is the headline you guys are going with. Do you know how Randy, do you know how good things have to be going that this is what you came up with?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
again, it's we've talked about it before. You want to somehow get the word Tesla in your headline, even if you're talking about, Scandinavia or the war in the Ukraine. How can I say, Tesla is in favor of the war in Ukraine? I don't know. You got to do something.
well, I told you if you go to Google News and search Tesla rival fire, you will
Yeah.
find so many stories about fires that are not Tesla
Yes.
because you got to put Tesla in the headline.
Right.
Uh, let's have some more fun. A YouTuber let the Cybertruck close on his finger to test the new sensor update. It didn't go well.
It didn't go well. Hmm.
So don't stick your fingers in a hood is my advice. Doesn't matter the brand. Don't
Yeah.
don't don't slam your fingers in a door. A good opportunity to remind everybody there is a thumb on this video. You can smash it if that's your jam. Up, down, doesn't matter. Please do it. We appreciate that. The frunk worked well on produce, but crushed his finger and left it shaking with a dent.
Shaking with a dent.
That's
The
a
car,
medical.
car, or his finger?
It's a medical diagnosis.
Oh, medical diagnosis. Okay.
The patient presented with shaking with a dent in
Yes.
right pointer finger.
So my understanding is, and Brian, maybe you're going to say this anyway, but and I'm so out of it right now because of travel. But the car has now been completely fixed. I don't know whether there was an over-the-air update for this, but the new Cybertrucks that are coming out now, you could put a feather in there and you're not going to hurt it.
So this is after the over-the-air update. It
Okay.
is not. It's not perfect. It can't be. But if you look at the picture, you'll see just how high up it is. And
Uh,
if I don't know if anyone studies physics anymore or just has a baseline understanding, but we call this a lever.
yeah.
And this is you're way back here. It's you gotta understand
Yeah.
what a fulcrum is, but uh, long story short, just don't stick your fingers in those kinds of things. And the last one, because we're just having so much fun here. This is and guys, the mainstream media is so well funded. They make millions and millions of dollars, and I make literally tens of dollars to refute them.
Yes.
Tesla's apocalypse proof Cybertruck thwarted by sand, snow, and regulator recalls.
and not even the male person, because the male people are thwarting things all the time.
Oh, I gotcha. Neither rain nor sleet nor
Oh, sleet. Yeah, I don't know.
snow nor hail.
I think I'm confused.
Yeah. Nor workplace violence. Tesla's Cybertruck doesn't appear as apocalypse proof as Elon Musk first suggested, since it's gotten stuck in rough terrain and they're facing recalls. No one said it's sand proof. If these could move in unlimited sand, tanks would become irrelevant, wouldn't they?
Yeah, Brian, though, I have to say, I think you've cheated.
How
You've cheated,
so?
Brian. You have.
Definitely,
Because
but how so?
I just noted that at least two of these came from Business Insider, which wouldn't know the truth if they had it handed to them in a platter.
Yeah, it's true that it is cheating a little when you're saying terrible, terrible news and you use Business Insider. I was ready to disagree with you, but there is no debating that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh my.
yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah. Anyway. Oh, and then of course, but on May 2nd, a tourist in Nantucket. Oh, you know,
Nantucket. I think I
I
was just there or something.
was that you that I heard the poem about. I
Have
don't
I
know what
been
that.
there? Have I been there or am I going there? I forget anyway.
Well, we'll find out when we get to the punchline, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. The operator said most tow jobs like these stem from
Toe jobs.
inexperience.
Toe jobs. You can't say that anymore. There's no way
Got
you
it?
can say that. That's one of the banned words. Come on, man.
Well, it is, yeah, one of the hottest search terms, I guess. Oh my gosh, Randy, you always cheer me up. How do you do it? In the comments, what do you guys think of bin cider? Do you drink from the bin when it's full of the bin cider because it tastes like garbage water?
Ugh.
Insert your standard pickup size, but they'll have a higher weight anyway. The all-electric pickup was eventually freed. So did you know it's no longer there for you to go and observe like a shipwreck?
Oh, good.
For
Hmm.
crying out loud.
They could have
Oh,
sold tickets.
related stories, recall, pedal gets stuck,
Oh yeah.
smash fingers. So
Oh,
yeah, this is some hot, wet bin cider.
bin cider. Yeah.
Yeah, don't drink it. So, guys, what do we miss? What do we misunderstand? All those questions I love to ask. What do you guys think? What's the solution to the problem that is a terrible, terrible journalism? Head over to Randy Kirk, see what he's up to there. He does some great coverage. He does a lot of coverage. He has some great guests on and does all that. So stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots trapped inside your Tesla during a recall on a hot summer day. Oh no.